Hello and welcome to Scottish Car Enthusiasts and Trains TV. And in this video we're going to take a look at the Practical Classics April to May 2022 edition, and we're going to call this session the COVID sessions because I'm currently struck down with the old dreaded virus and I've not been able to get out, so I thought we'd just do another magazine review on Practical Classics. So let's get started. So we're kicking off with an advert for Adrian Flux Insurance. Again, 45 years of excellence have been providing insurance cover for. So we've got welcome to the workshop. This is the editor's opening words to the magazine. So let's see what type of cars we're going to have a look at in this month's edition. So we've got some Resto Heroes here. You've got Cars to Drive Before You Die, Car of the Month, some Fantasy Forecourts, what's happening in the workshop, and Staff Car Sagas. So let's crack on. And you may have seen in the last issue we talked about the Reliant Rebel that was going to be done at the Practical Restoration Show at the NEC. Well, here is the finished result. And the month in 5 picks. You can see Chitty Chitty Bang Bang there. This Saab 900 Aero T16, flown at 18,000 miles, sold for £43,000. £30,750 was paid recently for this 81 Jaguar XJS HE. Another February car auction at the beneath the Delta Wings in the Concorde hangar. And the RAC Club Foy has never hosted a 1989 Proton before. It now has, and that's thanks to the Festival of the Unexceptional winner, John Copeland. I'm sure this is a Proton Black Knight edition. So starting handle here. James Walsh looks at the classic car meets of the future. There's some little cars, big smiles at Gilk's Garage. Resto Show returns. Over 25,000 people came to the Practical Classics and Restoration Show. And over £30,000 was raised for charitable causes. And that was the first restoration show, I think, since before lockdown in 2020. A farewell to legendary navigator Willie Cave. And PC show in 5 pictures. So we have Pride of Ownership, second place, Brian Kent's Super Snipe. Clive Moss won Restorer of the Year for his Opel Manta. And there's Fuzz Townsend handing him the Golden Spanner. The Carol Nash Barnfind winner was collected by Chris Spencer, was Harry Larcombe's 1949 ice cream van, and I think that there is Ant Anstead. The camera focuses in. Celebrities included the smallest cogs, Richard Hammond, or the Grand Tour or Top Gear, Richard Hammond. And the best small club stand at the show was won by our old friend John Simpson and the Boston Classic Car Club. So there's Drive It Day, which happened on the 24th of April. So that's just gone. Just there. I actually just done a Drive It Day myself, just got up early one more on that day and just took a wee drive out to the coast. News in brief, Bewley's back. After a 2-year hiatus, the huge sprint auto jumbo has returned to Bewley's calendar. That's just gone this weekend. Gaydon Gatherings. Parker's is 50. And a date for the Festival of the Unexceptional has now been set. July the 30th. So if you have a annual adoration of mundane motors, then have a look at haggerty.co.uk and take a trip to Grimsthorpe Castle once you're registered. Here's an advert for Vintage Tyres. And Charity Heroes. And The Italian Job. A fun-packed run raises millions for charity. This is The Italian Job. Founded by lifelong mini enthusiast Freddie St George and his Italian mum from Steyning, West East Sussex. It's now in its 33rd year. The Italian Job in 4 pictures. The Pierce Hall in Halifax played host to the Italian Job Grand Finale in 2021. Ambassadors to the charity includes S Club 7's Rachel Stevens and TV judge Rob Rinder. He took part in 2018. The Italian Job has raised more than $21,000 for Buttle UK by organising a mile of minis at the BMW mini plant in Oxford. And in Goodwood 2019, the Italian Job pays homage to the world's most famous small car's 60th anniversary, with a lineup of more than 150 minis at the circuit. Practical Classics subscriber provides ambulances for Ukraine. And a selfless act from Suffolk. Enthusiast has donated his 1989 TVRS2 to a local dealership to raffle off in aid of humanitarian aid charities in Ukraine. Then we've got news in brief. And then we have an advert for Barron's Auctions. Spring Classic, which has just gone on the 29th of April at Sandown Park Racecourse. The Temptation pages. How about a lift for your garage? This is an EZ car lift, or Easy Car Lift, at 1,782. Cordless soldering iron. Some new posh suspension for Fiesta Mark 1 and Mark 2 coilover kit. A Mark 1 mini grill. Dimmable dash light kit, £71.98 for an MGB and Triumph Stag. Twingo Renault Sport 133 Powerflex bushes. Bond Bug pedal box. Some wire wheels. And if you're looking for a book to read, then why not have a look at Formula One's Unsung Pioneers. What's on the Grill, investigating the fascinating history behind some of the most famous badges and mark names in the world. And if this focuses, a Riley and Wolseley fan, then why not have a look at this book here? And if you're looking for a supersized Clark garage, here's one here. This costs £3,597. If you want a classic, a motorhome, or even a vintage commercial, these could be ideal for your needs. So you can get some Castrol Classic coasters for £1.95 or a set of 4 for £6.95. Cool kit, so you've got water cooled VW service kit from £20.95. Here's power upgrades, big bore carbs for your air cooled VWs. Then we'll have an advert for Moss Europe. And here's some club events coming up. So Donington revs up for action. The 2-day Donington Historic is set to return on April the 30th, so we've just missed that. Mini Motorfest meet begins, so that's taking place on September 10th to the 11th at the Coventry Motorfest. As mentioned, Drive It Day fun. More places to go for your classic on April the 24th. Then we have Eastern Promise, the IFA Club, which caters 41 different Eastern European marks, is running a packed programme of events this year. So we've just missed the Glasgow one, and the Oxford one, and we're heading for the Iron Curtain weekend. It'll be in Staffordshire on July the 9th to the 10th. And we had to Surrey on, then head off to Surrey on August the 13th to the 14th. We're taking part in the British Motor Show on August the 18th to the 21st. The final event will be on Red October weekend on 1st to 2nd October at the Sandy Toft Trolleybus Museum in Lincolnshire. A big elf celebration. And this is where to go for that weekend. So, as I said, we've sort of missed all these events. The last event we've just been there was at Anglesey, was the Vint Rally. And we're going to take a trip down memory lane as we end part 1 here. And this is Inverness in the Highlands, June the 12th, 1973. So what have we got coming in on the transporter? Well, we can see here, Volkswagen Camper. So we've got Saab here as well. Another Volkswagen Camper, a Westphalia. There. Got a Land Rover there. We've got an Audi here. And not sure what that car is. There. Could it be a Singer? I don't know. New motors for 1973 was the Austin Allegro, Ferrari 308 GT4, Ford Mustang 2, Reliant Robin, and a Toyota Starlet. And what happened in 1973? In the news, the 3-day week is announced in December by Edward Heath's Conservative government to try and save electricity due to strikes by coal miners and railway workers. At the movies, Roger Moore made his debut as James Bond in Live and Let Die. In the charts, it's the year of the Osmonds, with various siblings from the US singing family dominating the UK top-selling singles. So that's part 1 of our look at Practical Classics April to May 2022 edition, and this is also the end of part 1 of our COVID session, and we shall return in a couple of days' time with part 2. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe at Scottish Car Enthusiasts and Trains TV, and we'll catch you in part 2 of this video. Farewell.